Welcome back to another JERiCK podcast episode. My name is JERiCK.
I'm Rafi.
And I'm Chris Mark.
Hey, you forgot your name.
Almost, bro. Almost.
Hey,
Be like, wait.
my boy's recovering.
Yeah, I'm hungover, bro.
Well, any weekly updates? Anything interesting this week? I guess like we don't necessarily have to have each one, but I guess anything cool, anything happening, or anything that happened.
I'm gonna be starting my new job on the 30th.
Hey,
Not tomorrow, but the Monday after this week.
What do you do?
It's like a sales position. I mean, they call it sales, but it's like this company is like a matchmaking service for people who are looking for careers at like at a board like of executives.
Oh, okay.
We're like the in between guys.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's structured really well from the interview that I did. Like the bonus incentives and the way it's structured is like really nice. So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm happy for you, man.
Nice. Hey.
Thank you.
Well, good luck, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you're in a regular 9 to 5.
It's not even a 9 to
job.
5. It's a 6 to 2. That's the only part that I'm like, oh man.
Hey, at least you get the rest of the day
That's
to do
true.
whatever you want.
Right.
But he'll be tired.
But
Yeah.
waking up at 5 a.m. just sounds disrespectful. You know?
Yeah.
But
Dude.
also, they said after training I can work from home, so I'm like,
oh, shit. What
There you go. You just get out of the bed. And
Dude,
like,
literally, you don't even have to. You just rolled over.
yeah, I just brush my teeth, grab my blanket, and be like, oh, what's up? What you need, man?
Fuck the brushing the teeth. Just
Still got like, last night's dinner stuck in my teeth. Like, what's up?
ain't nobody gonna see you. Shit.
well, that's cool though. At least
It'll get me away from putting so much mileage on my vehicle, bro.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy for you, bro.
yeah.
That's what's up.
How about you, Chris Mark?
Lately, new. So here's what's been going on behind the scenes for me. So I've been doing a lot of meetups with a friend of mine, and we're working on a little project that for like acting and modeling and shit like that. And so we've just been just pretty much looking around and trying to find spots that we could film things. And we do have
Darn.
a film that we're working on, and this is kind of promising. Like it feels good because everybody's on board with the subject, and we're trying to build a small team here in Reno until we get bigger. It's kind of like Wong Fu, but based here instead.
Nice.
If you guys don't know, Chris Mark's a porn star. I'm just kidding.
5 hours long, bro.
Just wait.
But yeah, that's what's been new with me. I've just been trying to get out of my comfort zone and just do things.
Hey, bro, you got some roles for me? Let me know.
Hey,
See, I told you, he likes acting, dude.
As a matter of fact, that's why I'm gonna introduce you guys,
Oh,
so
okay,
that way
for sure.
we could all collaborate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll make this this group. like,
Y'all
us.
are lucky Marvel doesn't know about me because I could play Ned. I'm telling you.
Cast him.
What's new with you, JERiCK?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, aside from my usual stuff, I've actually started playing video games again.
Oh, nice.
Because I feel
Like retro gaming or like,
Nah,
current shit.
League of Legends
Wait,
mostly.
actually, I thought you already talked about this last podcast.
a little bit, but this is what I've been doing a lot this week. I was just kind of, I feel like I just needed a break, dude. I was just kind of, I feel like sometimes I was just kind of, when I do things, when I'm so focused, like I kind of go overdrive.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of do that and like max level, and then
You
like I
gotta-
get burnt out.
So you need to balance it out. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to figure out like a good, healthy balance for me where I'm like not overworking myself, but at the same time, like I don't know what the right balance is, because it's like I kind of want to step off the gas a little bit, but then I'm just like I feel like that's a little too slow. So I don't know.
I think that's a good thing, because the reason why is because you're giving yourself time to think. I think that's also part of the creative process, because if you're always thinking about stuff, then it's harder. but when you have a clear mentality and you're just doing things on a random,
Yeah.
I think like inspiration can come from the things that you do on the daily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I feel like my creativity comes in like bursts too. Like when I'm just like doing very random things. Like sometimes in the morning, I'm just like, huh, like I want to work on.
It's weird. Like sometimes when you're doing things away from your craft, that's when inspiration strikes.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Or if anything, that for most of the time, that's how it happens. You know?
Yeah, because like I get caught in a sometimes where like I just really force myself. Like I need to work on this because, like we talked about this before. Like I feel guilty for not working on stuff.
Yeah.
But then, like sometimes you just need rest or you need a break. You need and that's why gaming for me was kind of like refreshing because it's pointless.
Yeah. It really is, but you know, it's important.
It's because a lot of things in my life is like working towards a bigger goal.
You
And
just
I-
need something that helps you relax.
Yeah, like I need something that's pointless or just like I'm just playing this game for.
It sounds funny, dude, but I totally get it. I
Yeah.
totally get it.
And I think that's what I was kind of missing in my life because all I've been like doing for the past like few months is like really like focusing on like the bigger goal.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just need something that's kind of not outside of that basically.
Yeah.
And gaming was kind of it for me. I was like, huh, maybe because I used to play, and yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. I really hope not. Like, I don't think it's gonna be like a full shift on that. Like, I think it's just gonna be like
Jared's gonna start streaming on YouTube
maybe
and
shit.
Twitch.
Maybe that's
That's the route.
But-
that might be your route. Bro.
yeah. But then that's the thing. It's like now that gaming thing is becoming another
Outlet.
job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, is that a healthy thing? Like, am I gonna be gaming because I need to game, or am I gaming because I want to game? You know what I mean? Like, cause for me, like when I started YouTube, it was like, it was for fun, and it is fun.
Yeah.
But then, like, once you start like getting into like the business side of things, I'm just like,
It becomes less fun.
it becomes a job.
Yeah.
Like YouTube becomes a job. Like podcasts, yes, this is fun when I'm recording.
Yeah.
But then the other side of the, like when I'm like editing, I'm posting it on YouTube. Like that's
Yeah.
basically
Like, do you really want to be filming your downtime too?
yeah, exactly. Like I don't think everything has to be content, but I mean like if I really enjoy gaming, like fuck it, like maybe,
Yeah, dude.
like I don't know, because like I mean, I watched this interview with Ryan Higa.
Ooh.
You guys remember him?
Yeah.
He was like one of the biggest YouTuber back in the day.
Hell yeah.
He was in Michelle Phan's podcast.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, they just popped up on my feed. Like I don't even watch Michelle Phan, but like I remember her. Like she did makeup back in the day.
Yeah.
Still does, I think.
Not so much anymore.
No?
But I guess she's starting doing a podcast now. So like, she did an interview with Ryan Higa.
No.
Like it's like
shit.
like I think like Ryan Higa pretty much quit YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the bigger YouTubers.
Yeah, like especially like in the early YouTube days, he was like
Yeah.
the top. Like
Yeah.
I think he was the number one YouTuber actually.
Yeah.
For a while, and
His skits are so funny, though.
yeah, like I'm a big fan of him. Like, cause he was so funny back in the day, and I guess now he's actually a streamer.
No way.
Like he's a gamer. I think like when 2020 happened, he just started streaming, but he didn't tell anybody. Like he has like freaking millions of subscribers, but he
Yeah.
just like streamed for and didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I guess like some of his viewers just like found him like randomly on Twitch, and
They'll blow it up for him.
basically like that's like they did all the work for him. Like all
Even
the
had to
his
have it.
fans just kind of like started watching him, and then I guess that's all he does now.
What does he stream in terms of like what games? Is it all
I have
games
no
or-
idea actually. Like they didn't talk about it, but I think his explanation was like gaming for him was just for fun. Like it wasn't a job like YouTube was.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of his like escape outlet, and now it's become his kind of job, but it's fun for him, I guess, because he's just like playing games.
I mean, if he loves it, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's where you're going, JERiCK.
Man, I should have kept going on the gaming thing, dude.
You still can, dude.
Hey, I'm pretty good at Tekken, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Damn,
I might have been pro if I wanted to. I might have been pro.
I don't think I'd ever be able to do any of that shit. I suck at fucking games. I mean, I like playing games, but yeah, you don't want me on your team.
Yeah. I feel like I'm decent enough. I'm like maybe like slightly above average, but I was like never.
You know, I feel like a lot of YouTubers or streamers in general who play
they're probably
games,
not that great.
They're not. And it's
Yeah.
their personality that people relate
Yeah,
to.
unless you're one of those gamers that
There
are like
there are definitely like
Yeah.
pros who stream, but for the most part, like people who are big on Twitch are just easy to they're
Relate to.
relatable.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're normal people. That's what makes them accessible.
Yeah, and it's weird too because like I don't personally watch Twitch or any like I guess streams.
Yeah.
because YouTube does it too. I don't know. Like I feel like sometimes it's kind of boring because like there's not a lot of things happening unless that person is just like super entertaining all
Yeah.
the time. Because if you're streaming for 4 hours, I don't think you can be like fully like
Yeah.
100% on
Right.
for 4 hours.
4 hours. Right.
Unless your personality is just like very like outgoing.
Yeah.
So like personally, I don't watch streams, but like I watch highlights, and for the most part, like a lot of the streamers are just kind of like kicking it. You know, they're opening like PO boxes or playing games, and then like they're barely talking, and people are like still watching it.
Or
for
they're
some
just
reason.
engaging with their chat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe. I mean, who knows what happens to it? Like for now, I'm just like enjoying playing League again, and like I'm not even trying to like, because there's like ranks and like all
Yeah.
that. Like I'm not trying to do all that. I'm just trying to play, like just for fun.
What level are you?
There's really no levels.
Oh no.
No, because it's like it resets every
Oh,
game.
for real? Okay.
Like I mean, there's like I said, like there's ranking system,
Mhm.
but I'm not trying to do any of that. So I'm just like doing like the regular like quick gameplay. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to try hard. I'm already trying hard on all the shit that I'm doing.
I
so.
don't have like a current generation system, so I don't.
I mean, you can be a PC gamer too.
Isn't that what you're playing on the PC?
Yeah, I'm playing on my Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I had a PC, like that would be kind of ideal for like streaming too, because I feel like you need like a high end PC, at least you know,
Something strong enough so that way it
to
can
handle all
accommodate
all
power.
that, because you gotta stream and you gotta play games. It's just like a lot of processing power that you kind of need. But who knows? Maybe it'll come to that. But for now, I'm just enjoying
Yeah, it's just
video
as
games. I
long
need a
as you're
break.
Enjoying, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I guess that's kind of a good segue to like today's topic and figuring out your why. Like, why are you doing things? Why are you pursuing certain things?
Yeah.
And maybe if you want to pursue things and you haven't started, like some of us do, and why? Why haven't you? So, yeah, that's today's topic.
All right. So who's starting? Who's starting this?
I guess I can start. Cause
Just kidding.
I mean, if you want to start, go ahead.
Okay,
dude.
let me start because
All right, go
I know
ahead.
you guys got some good shit. that way you guys can't overshadow me for now. Okay, so basically for me, if anything, the reason why I'm doing the things I'm doing is so that way I could basically connect with people and in a sense of give them hope, touch them in that certain way, so that way they'll be able to. It's like leaving. It's like kind of like leaving a legacy, but yet you're doing it in a way where it's like hitting them emotionally.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you guys an example of like this. So the other day I was I went on my break from work, my normal 9 to 5. I usually go to a place called Kiva Juice, and I usually order the Raging Bull. one full scoop of protein with fucking sugar-free Red Bull. It's good. But so there was a lady that walks in, right? And she asks, does that taste good? I was like, yeah, it tastes great. I mean, I love this thing. This is the only thing I honestly like buy at this place. And then she gave me her story, only to find out that she has cancer, and she looked very frail as shit. And apparently, this lady's been going there for quite some time. She's just trying. She goes and gets her own drink that she likes.
Yeah, yeah.
But once I told her, yo, give this a shot. You know, this might make you feel good. And she said it. She said that she has a hard time trying to stay away because he's doing all the chemo and shit. And then after that, I was like, just give this a shot next time you come around and see how you like it. Because I know for me, this gives me actual energy when needed at work for that extra boost. And then so the other day after I like a day or two after that, came back to Kiva Juice, and then the girls behind the counter actually, because they know me, and so they talked to me, and they told me, it's like, yo, that lady came back and she ordered the drink that you have. I was like, oh, that's great. And then they told me that she loved it because it's different from what she's normally has, and she said it's become her favorite drink. And just knowing that little thing, it made me feel good because I was able to make her feel good for for her life.
You were able to influence her to make a good decision. Yeah.
It just I felt like I changed her life, but very so slightly. But even with that small thing, it felt like a win that I left a part of me with somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
And so going back to the subject, it's why do I do the things I do? Is because I want to be able to have people feel the what is this that I'm saying? I want people to feel happy when I'm around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And by doing the things I'm doing, like the acting, modeling, I want to be able to use what I have, and give people hope instead of, I'm not looking at the money or anything like that, because I know that's going to come down the road. But for me, I think that matters more, is because I don't know what type of legacy I'm going to leave, but if I'm going to leave a legacy, I want people to remember me by it. And that's the type of thing that I'm looking at. But yeah.
Hey, nice.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's always the little interaction you have with people, at a random place, right? A random moment. And, sometimes those are the I don't know if I don't know if you guys believe in this, but a sign from the universe
Oh, man,
or
I totally
God
believe,
or whatever you
100%.
believe in. Sometimes little things like that happen, right?
Yeah.
Because I get stuff like that. So either I'm that for that other people, or other people are that for me.
Yeah.
Because some days where when I'm driving Uber, right, and then I'm feeling kind of low, I'm I don't really want to do this and blah blah blah, and I get a passenger, and some passengers, I mean, for the most part, most passengers are just kind of neutral.
Yeah.
And then once in a while, you get somebody that's very outgoing, really good energy, and then
Like a little boost. Dude.
yeah, they give me energy boost. Sometimes I just need a little slight boost, and then it kind of keeps me going for to push through. And yeah, sometimes because I would play my mixes, right, or if I have my own playlist or whatever.
Yeah.
I get compliment on my music all the time, if it's my mix or my playlist that I'm playing, and stuff like that. I'm just oh, maybe I am good at this, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think about oh, I make music for a living, and you know what I mean, am I really good or whatever, so getting that, I guess, I don't know if validation is the right word, but I guess a little boost of an inspiration from a random stranger can help you in I guess tougher times,
Yeah.
when you're not feeling 100%, or if you're not
Oh, yeah.
so yeah, I do get that.
I feel like it goes hand in hand with the inspiration and the influence.
Yeah.
Because you also influence them not to give up on their dreams, and that's just, I think that's very important because a lot of people have a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If somebody tells you that they don't, they fucking lying, because that's doing the things that they want to do is not exactly what they want to do. They
Yeah.
have dreams, but they put that on the back burner because they don't think they could, pursue it. That they think it's an impossible thing to reach, and I think that's a good thing. As a matter of fact, it's funny because earlier I was hanging out with some people and I shared your album, your two albums that were telling them, yo, check out my boy's music, it's fucking fire. So, and they were like, damn, his shit actually slaps.
Oh, thanks.
So you actually make a difference in the industry,
yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah, even like every, I guess, even an inch of like boost can make a difference,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like we
100%.
sometimes we think about like, oh, you're only impacting people if you have 1 million hits, or you know what I mean, like. But like it doesn't really matter. Like sometimes you just need to focus on one person at a time,
Yeah.
right?
A win's a win.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
matter how small it is.
And I actually like got a recent comment from the last episode, which was the psychedelic episode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and because like I post the clips, the podcast clips on TikTok too, and one of the followers, I think,
On TikTok?
yeah, on TikTok. So like because I don't know how TikTok algorithm really works, because like sometimes I get like pretty decent views, and then sometimes so I don't even know, and I don't know if those users that like my my stuff on TikTok are actual like real people.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like sometimes like there's bots in there.
That's true.
And yeah, I think the username, I could be wrong, but I think the username is like Players Club Podcast. I don't know if they have their own podcast. But they followed me on TikTok, and they also like some of the clips that I posted there.
Yeah.
And then I saw a comment the other day on YouTube. They were like, "Hey, been listening to your podcast, love it." And like that day too, I was kind of like, it's not that I was thinking of giving up, but like some days are just like, it
Some days
sucks
are
ass.
lower, some days are higher.
Yeah, exactly. Like some days I'm just like, what's the point of all this? You know what I mean? But like I don't think I would ever give up. It's just, like some days are just not good days. So when I saw that comment, I'm just like, oh shit, like the stuff that I'm doing, the stuff that I'm posting is actually impacting people.
Yes.
And like one of my whys, aside from, all the, I don't want to say selfish, but like my personal, personal gains, I guess. Aside from that, is like I want to impact and help inspire as many people as I can.
Yes.
That's why I post so much on social media. Even if they don't watch it, I don't really care. Like somebody will watch it, right?
Exactly.
So like for me to see that message on the day that I wasn't really like feeling 100%, like that just kind of like, okay, like I can keep going, even though like shit is kind of suck right now. And yeah, so like it matters.
I
Yeah.
think so.
That's why like commenting below, liking it, every little thing helps.
What is the thing that YouTubers be saying? Drop
Comment,
a like, comment down below, subscribe.
But yeah, all those things,
Help
it
my boy
matters.
out, bro. Help my
Exactly.
boy
That like button.
Hit the like button.
But yeah, and like part of it too, when you said legacy, that's one of the legacy
Yeah.
that I want to leave.
Honestly, this whole thing that we're doing right here is
Yeah.
leaving a legacy, because
And-
people who watch this, you're impacting lives no matter how big or small it is. Like,
Yeah.
some people watch this, or or maybe not, but if they do, then they'll get something out of what we're talking about.
Yeah, and then like I even thought about it the other day too. Like I don't know if I'm ever gonna have kids or not, whatever.
Yeah.
Like what if I like 50 years from now, like when I'm like maybe I'm dead or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if I have kids, and then their kids would be like, oh, they don't know grandpa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like they can just watch this podcast and just
It's like, damn, that's my
shit like
grandpa.
that, dude. Like you don't know Because this shit is probably like, I don't know how long the internet's gonna last, but this shit's probably gonna be here forever.
Long time, dude.
So yeah, legacy.
As a matter of fact, speaking of legacy, my mom actually cooks on YouTube. And
Hey, plug her in, bro.
I don't need, I can't even remember her channel because she doesn't want me watching it. But I told her, it's like, because we're not gonna live forever, and I want to be able to enjoy your presence here for as long as I can. And so she does cooking, and so by her doing her cooking, I'm able to see how she's prepping the food and how she cooks, and everybody's taste is different. But like, I know my mom's food is good, but all I know is that I'll forever at least have that for the rest of my life.
Because her YouTube channel's still up, right?
Yeah. And she got fucking haters, piece of shit. Yeah. But what
part of the game,
exactly. That's
like,
exactly.
Once you put yourself out there, it's just part of the game.
Exactly. But by her leaving this is a legacy that she's leaving for her kids.
Exactly.
So that way, as I get older, we could cook her shit too, and it'll just be like, taking that first bite, but like, damn, I miss my mom. It's her cooking right here.
Yeah, I mean, bro,
You know what I mean?
my mom would have killed on YouTube, but it wasn't. That was a different time when she was alive still. That YouTube wasn't what it is now. But man, I would kill to have those recipes. There's nothing like your mom's cooking. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
bro.
There's like, you can try to emulate it, but it's just not gonna taste the same.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about you, Raph?
What's your why, bro?
Well, I think for me right now at this stage of my life, it comes down to priorities, right? And maybe I'm just different, or maybe I'm just in a different part of my life, different stage, because like you guys, talked about legacy. I don't know, like that just isn't high on my, I guess,
priorities.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That just like, not to sound arrogant, but I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and even with like dance, which is what I'm most known for. People ask me like, "Hey, when are you gonna teach again? When are you like, are you ever gonna do class again? Are we ever?" I don't have the motivation. I don't have that spark to want to like teach or share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even last night when we were at Ram's party, I was having a ball dancing. Like, you know what I mean? I was going off, but those are like in the moment type things. You know what I mean? It's not like I was playing. It's not like I was going into like, yo, I'm about to show out. Like I was just living in the moment.
Exactly.
And I don't know. To me, my priority right now is I need, working out right now is like my top priority. Because I've spent so much of my life not doing it. So right now, like, to me, that's the most important thing. That's the one thing I can't stop doing. The other thing is, like, I've really been struggling with, like, financial stability. So, like, now that I have this new job coming up, I feel like this is a good stairway to that. And maybe once I have the stability that I'm looking for, maybe my brain will open up to other things, because I've just been so stressed about that.
You know what it is? You're in survival mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
When you're in survival mode, it's hard to think about. It's hard to be creative because you're worrying about money. You're worrying about all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And it just consumes you.
Right.
So
that's why it's hard for me to be like.
So I
I
get it, and like
stuff.
honestly, for me too, is like I'm at the same boat where I'm just like stressing about that, and like it's so. I don't know, like, because I've been thinking about it, because I quit my job 5-6 years ago, like my regular 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
I think 5 years ago. And now I might be at that point where I might need to. Just because I'm just not there financially. And like I feel like I need to be able to just like get out of that drowning water.
So you're trying to say is that you're looking for a 9-to-5 job? That's what I'm getting?
Yes.
No way.
When you hear me saying that, like,
It sounds so un-JERiCK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why I'm like. That's why you're looking at my. I'm looking at
No,
my face. I'm
no,
like,
this
what the
is-
fuck.
it's-
no way.
yeah, just because I feel like I'm just like so behind financially
Yeah.
that like it's starting to eat up my creativity in a way. When you said
I see.
like it's hard for you to create, like yes, I'm still creating, but I'm like creating, and at the same time I'm like dragging my feet because it's like life is like difficult right now.
Yeah.
We're in hard times, dude.
Yeah.
And
It is.
you know, I'm sure you've had conversations doing Uber. Like everyone's going through it, man.
Yeah. So
Everyone's
like
going through it.
I do like I'm very grateful for like the situation I have now. But I don't know, like even thinking about it, like working for somebody else, like I don't know if it's my ego that's just like no. Like maybe I should just but the thing is when I do that, I already know that it's like that's not gonna be the long term thing. This is just gonna be like to pay my bills basically.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna be so selfish in that job. It's just gonna be like
Get that bread and go.
somewhat like half assing it.
Yeah.
Just doing the bare minimum and do the work. But I don't know yet. We'll see.
Honestly, though, I've met people who did the exact same thing. Like they were struggling financially, but having a hard time to fund their creative side. of
Yeah.
this. Like there's this guy. He's a tattoo artist. Like I met him at Walmart one time, and I walked into the break room and his ass I saw him just drawing and going to town on his artwork. I thought he was just doodling or something, and then come to find out he's actually trying to.
So he works at Walmart.
He used to work at Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And then he was drawing and his art was fucking amazing. Like it's nuts. Actually, if I was to get a tattoo, it'd be by this guy because his art is ridiculous. And then I would want a full sleeve. That'd probably be like 10 G's though. But aside the point, so he was actually using Walmart so that way he could fund his creative side. Basically, he was only there for a little bit. After that, he was gone. But he did that, and for that reason, so that way he has that freedom of to be clear. And after that, he was doing big ass shows. He left Walmart. He's doing big ass shows for Miami Inc. and all kinds of shit. And I was like, no way, I know this motherfucker. And now he's doing his shit. But I think that's actually a pretty smart idea to do that, to clear it out with the 9 to 5, so that way you can get back out and then you'll be free to enforce your freedom.
I mean, me doing Uber or rideshare,
Yeah.
the last 2 or 3 years, like at first I thought it was good because I was like, well, at least I don't have to answer to a boss. I could control my own schedule. You know, all the pros of doing something like that. I own my own business, you know, because you gotta get a business license and all that, and really operate like a small business.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking for like really like stability.
yeah.
And unfortunately, that's what a 9 to 5 does provide, is stability, structure.
Yeah.
So right now at where I am, that's kind of like what feels like I need at the moment. So that's, I don't want to say priority, but right now that's, to me, what feels like I need to do, what I need to put myself in is somewhere stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. Like some 9 to 5 jobs, like
Yeah.
it's a little bit more stable than Uber. When Uber is very, very random, right? Sometimes you make decent money, sometimes you don't.
As far as dance, like, dude, I spent so much of my prime years performing, teaching, taking classes. Excuse me. Like, there's a lot of money I gave up. Those are sacrifices that I made.
Yeah.
Sleep, not earning as much money, or not focusing on jobs because I was so focused on dance. Like, I did my time, I guess is what I'm trying to say, of like pursuing my dream and living my dream, to where now like I'm kind of trying to make up for lost time and lost money, I guess, in a sense.
Yeah.
Because I did spend a lot of time sacrificing those to pursue dance and to be able to perform every weekend and for months on end, and you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of things you got to give up as a dancer.
It's true.
You know what I mean? And I was working too at the same time. Like, so there's a lot of that I'm trying to still recover from and trying to make up for. So there's a reason that I may not be as focused on the creative stuff, but that's really it. You know what I mean? Because to me, other people might see it differently because all they see is the Raph now. Because a lot of people that I know now weren't around when I was doing my shit. You know what I mean? When I was performing every weekend like that. So they see the now version of me that isn't as active.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, that isn't as active and isn't as out there as far as like being at events and doing all that. So I get it, but my perspective is different. I've lived through that. I've done all of that.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm at a different stage in my life, and I'm 34, dude. Like,
Yeah, I feel like
know?
different phases in your life too. It's just you have different priorities depending on like your current situation.
Yeah, it's true.
some people think I'm like 27, which is, you know, I appreciate that I look younger.
Yeah, people still think I'm young too.
But yeah,
Same.
but I'm 34, dude, and dance is it's very much a young man sport. You know
It
what
is.
I mean? Like,
It really is.
so-
I know shit. I used to be a dancer too.
Oh yeah, you know.
I can't do the same shit that
Commotion, represent, shout out.
Man, if I probably pull some of those dance moves I used to do right now, my back would probably fucking break.
Dude, you remember when we used to throw events like for Tunai, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'd have been a judge, I'd have been battling, like I'd have been both at an event, you know what I mean? Like, so
Shout out to Tunai.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. Life happens, and like your priorities change.
Right.
And yeah, for me right now, like this is a priority for me, but I need to figure out a way to fund all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, hit my boy up.
Yeah, I need to figure out a way to like fund
Fund the fun.
Yeah, fund the fun.
Fund the
There you
fun.
go. That's what it is. Is because, you know, like equipment. I mean, I have everything that I would need,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
to create content. So I'm very grateful. But then that's because of all the shit, you know, like it's just like for me, like I guess I don't know where this is gonna lead. Like, am I gonna go back to a regular 9 to 5,
Yeah.
or I don't know, figure out a way to like make more money? I guess that's the goal.
Athletic Greens, hit my boy
Yeah. So I don't know if the sponsors are watching right now. I'll be like, hey, if you need to, yeah, because
Alright.
honestly, I just need to hit that like specific number each month, and then I'd be like, you know, I guess be okay to like keep doing the things. But I don't know, when I think about when we go back to the why, it's like the reason why I want to do this is because I do want to help people.
Yeah.
Like I do. Like the reason why we have this type of conversations when it's real, where we could have just easily done like one of those podcasts that we're just talking shit. And like we do a little banters here and there in the podcast, but like
I'm good at talking shit.
Oh, yeah.
that's not the main focus here. Like I really do want to like ultimately influence as many people as I can, because you know life is hard, dude. Like life sucks sometimes.
It does.
Like people need inspiration, people need an energy boost, and like I hope that all these podcasts, all these little clips that I post on Instagram and TikTok is somewhat affecting somebody's mood, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's my why, aside from my other whys, where
Yeah.
I want to be balling out.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
I feel like I said this in the last podcast that all three of us recorded, but even just think about when you go on your Instagram feed or TikTok, whatever you're on, how many videos do you watch that you don't even engage in? You just watch
Yeah.
it and then move on. But to you, it meant a lot. It registered in your brain,
did.
but you didn't like it. You didn't leave a comment. You just scrolled past it. So there's probably people doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're watching it. They're just not interacting.
Yeah, because like I do that a lot too.
Yeah. Some people are at work. Some people are busy and they're just scrolling on the side watching.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I do that a lot. Like I watch a lot of YouTube videos. Don't comment. Don't like.
yeah.
But it like basically it gave me that energy boost that I needed, right? It needed me that it gave me that inspiration. Like it gave me that message that I needed to hear that day. And like sometimes not even just about content too, because this is like content, right? This is in the internet.
Yeah.
But the stuff that you do for like a random stranger or your friend, you send a text. Yeah, like Ray texted me the other day. It was just like, I mean, I guess not necessarily super random, but it was just like, hey, thank you for like being you. Like, I just want you to let you know that you're like a gift to the world. You know what I mean?
See, that's why we all need a Ray, and all
Yeah.
of us could use a person like Ray.
Like shit like that. Like, because like that day I was kind of like having a tough time.
Yeah.
And like just getting that message, I'm like, yeah, that's right. Like,
That's so
you know what I
crazy.
mean? Like, that's just kind of like in a way, that's all I needed to hear that day to kind of improve my mood.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? And you need to have him on here, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I already asked him, like,
Okay.
just
'Cause
schedule
It's
it.
crazy that you just said that, because every time that I'm in like just when I feel like I'm just down or I feel like I'm just slumped from life, I have a conversation with Ray, or like we'll hang out and then I'm like back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he's a really good person to talk to, because he kind of helps you see clearer. Like
Yeah.
he kind of helps you realize how much things could be worse.
Yeah.
If like he helps you see the right perspective, I guess is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I
say.
think it's just like the way I guess he likes to look at things in a brighter perspective.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I do notice that, like, 'cause I've talked about it before too, and we made a song together and we released it. He was so excited and I wasn't. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I just released another song. Like, this is just another normal for me.
Some people have superpowers in not the comic book way, but I think that's Ray's superpower.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's his gift.
Yeah, he's just like the.
He can elevate you just by helping you realize how much or how dope you really are as a human being. You know what I mean?
Dude, those people are hard to find too.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
It's
That's what I'm
very
saying.
rare.
Because like when you find those type of people, make sure you keep them around.
You know.
And also, like, the thing about those type of people, the people that are like, I guess, the beam of like hope, or like the
He's
like the ray of sunshine,
right?
the way that's his like
That's why
Instagram name.
That's why it's his
But it's
Instagram.
like that type of people. Sometimes we're in when they're having a hard time, they don't necessarily like, I guess, expose that in the world.
Yeah.
Like they just kind of like handle that shit by themselves, and then like, who takes care of the people that takes care of people? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like for me, like I don't really share my problems when I'm having a hard time. Like I don't really talk about it. Like it was just like, because for me, like, because in my mind, everybody sees me as like, oh, he probably has his shit together, and like, you know what I mean? Like, not in a way that people look up to me, but like, I don't know. In my head, like some people
you
are.
feel like you hide it well, is what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
And like, I guess when you put up, not necessarily a front, but like when you present yourself as like having your shit together, like people just assume that you don't necessarily need help, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like when you see the people that like talk about their problems all the time and complain about like you can kind of see like, oh, they need help. Like I should help that person.
Yeah.
But for the people that are like, they probably have his shit together. Like he doesn't need anything. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to see that, and it's hard to kind of like I said, like who takes care of the people that takes care of people.
Well, honestly, for Ray, like that's why I feel like me and him's friendship is so important to both of us, because I am that person for him when he's going through a tough. Because how often have you heard Ray talk about his stuff? Probably never.
Yeah, actually, he complained to me too.
but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So, I mean, people like that definitely needed to. You know, they also have their moments.
Yeah.
But that's why me and him's friendship is so important, because when we're both feeling like just, bro, life is too much right now. Like we'll go chill at the hot spring or chill at the park somewhere, or even just chill in his front yard, and then it kind of helps us both like refocus and just kind of come back to,
Yeah.
you know what, maybe we just needed some bro time, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, really, I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you just need time with your bros. You know?
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to hang out with people.
No.
And like, cause like for me, like I like to isolate myself, and that's what I've kind of noticed a lot lately. That I've been isolating myself too much. I need to kind of figure out a good balance for me, because yeah, like I haven't really been hanging out with a lot of people lately. Aside from like if somebody's
Besides
having a
doing
party,
this, yeah.
and then doing this is kind of like hanging out for me. But then it's kind of like,
Yeah, you was trying to leave early when we were at.
I
that
know,
Asian
I was
festival.
just
What?
Remember?
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
recording the performance, you
Yeah,
said,
that's true.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
It's like nope.
I think like part of me too is just like I've been so exhausted, dude.
yeah, no, I get it.
Like I'm just doing a lot, and it's hard for me. Like I don't have energy when I'm around like a lot of people.
Yeah.
So like if I can avoid it, you know, I would. But like what I've realized is like sometimes you just need to like freaking hang out with people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I like doing this, because this is kind of like hanging out, even though this is kind of like,
It's a recorded hanging out.
yeah, it's still, I'm still somewhat like, it's like double dipping, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like hanging out with my friends, but also like I'm making content. I'm working.
I mean, honestly, we.
So like it's kind of like asking your friend, like, hey, you want to hang out? Come to my job.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, kind of. Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is.
The cool
But I
thing
mean, like
though
it's fun though. I mean, I hope you guys are having fun.
I mean, the cool thing though is that I know we all have a lot to talk about, and majority of the shit that comes out of our mouth is all sorts of podcast worthy. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
that's true.
Even like last time we hung out here after podcast
The after hours.
After hours.
Oh yeah, the jivij after hours is coming. It's
Yup.
coming.
There was just content right out of our mouth. Just
And
coming out.
honestly, please comment down below if you are interested of like certain topics that are like
A
what
little
do you
more spicy.
spicy content.
Borderline.
It's because like this is very
This is very inspirational.
wholesome. Is
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
wholesome?
This is PG-13.
No, honestly, whenever I'm in the jivij podcast space, like I gotta bring out the human side of Raph, the most human, wholesome side of Raph.
Yeah. Like I think like it's not that it's a persona, but it's just like we like to put our best foot forward in this podcast, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm at a job interview, right?
Because like
you know what I'm saying?
intentionally, like we want to inspire and help people.
Right, right.
But if you're interested in our shit talking,
We're also some fools. Biggest fool.
please comment down below, because I think that would be a
Interesting
an
topic.
interesting topics, and also like kind of like a Patreon exclusive type of deal where we're just talking about some bullshit and some spicy content if you're interested in that. So
I don't know if bullshit is the right word, but tomfoolery.
you know, shenanigans. Shenanigans? Is shenanigans the right word?
Yeah.
You're getting a tame version of us right now.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
An unhinged version.
Yeah,
of
we
this.
got especially me. Shit.
But yeah.
Wild.
But anyways, I don't want to, you know. But yeah, comment down below if you're interested in that.
Right
Uh,
down.
But anyways, what were we talking about?
Honestly, I don't remember.
We just derailed that freaking genuine, wholesome conversation. But yeah, it's like, oh yeah, like hanging out with friends. This is hanging out for me,
Yeah.
even though I'm still somewhat kind of
Yeah.
in work mode, right? But you know, I'm having fun. I mean,
It probably feels less like work to you though, in a
it
setting
really,
like this.
yeah. Like if this was my actual job,
Shit.
like fuck, I would be so excited to wake up every day. If like this is all I had to do, where I'm just like sit here, record, and talk. Like that's the dream, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So like eventually, like I really do want to get it to that point, but for now, like life's life, you know.
I feel like after you guys like do your 9 to 5 and put your years in and get out of your situations, I feel like your creativity is probably gonna fucking blow.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Like the answers that we have right now is not gonna be the same when like
Yeah.
5 years down,
Right.
because we're just like you said, like we're in like survival mode.
Yeah.
And so
And right now, that's kind of consuming my brain. So.
exactly.
Yeah, and it's like I said, like it's hard to be in survival mode and be creative at the same time, because if you only have 100% of your brain, like if it's 80% survival mode and then 20% creativity is like,
And that 20% starts to feel more like 5%.
yeah, like when you're tired, it's like it becomes
Yeah.
3%. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of factors.
Yeah.
So like I totally get it. That's why when days are tough, like those little comments, those little signs that I get keeps me going. Like it's not that I'm giving up, and like I don't want to give this up. I don't want to give up all my dreams.
Oh, of course not.
But some days I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like this shit sucks ass. Like life's just life.
Sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. you know?
Yeah. And I guess it's normal.
Yeah. That's with
Yeah.
anything. That's with
Yeah.
anything.
But at the end of the day, I'm still going, still doing the thing.
I feel like the universe, in a sense, when you're like at a level where you're just really, really down, it knows exactly when you need that boost. And
Yeah.
it's weird because like for me, I don't tend to search for answers, but the answers show up at the most random times that I need them. And it's like either I'm like scrolling through Instagram or Facebook, and then I see a video and it hits, and then I'm like, damn.
It's true though.
This
There's always like a little sign,
Yeah.
little drop of hint.
Yeah.
It's like it was meant for me to see.
Exactly. Like I just treat my I guess my algorithm that way.
Yeah.
Whatever I see on YouTube, whatever I see on Instagram, I just kind of see those as like little signs.
Yep.
That's why I just like I pay attention to like what I actually like on Instagram, because
Yeah.
you know, like they feed you whatever
Yep.
whatever you like. So it's
What are you looking at, Raph?
Sorry, I just giggled because my feed right now is like 1,000 cat videos, bro.
hey, it's kind
So funny.
I honestly fucking love animal videos.
Yeah.
If I
Hey, bro.
When I see dog videos or like cat videos, it's just like, this is kind of like a really good energy boost for me.
Honestly, though, you're correct. I mean, cats and dogs, they do the exact
I
same
just-
shit for me.
There's a part of me though that just feels like less manly because I'm like, am I really watching 1,000 cat videos a day, bro? Because
Who cares?
Nah,
dude?
nah.
If you like cats, then you like cats.
I do the same exact shit. Don't, shit.
hey, Tifa has changed my life, bro. I love that.
I'm all about animals.
You should have an Instagram for a cat.
I know. I might need to convince Alex to have an Instagram for Tifa.
Just make one for him secretly.
That's true.
Like-
Just blow that
Like,
shit.
Rafi, why is this my cat? Is this my cat?
Well, he says it's our cat. It's hella funny. The other day, I came home and I was like, "Your son is looking for you." And Alex was like, "Do you mean our son?" And I was like, "Yeah, but that sounds gay, dude." Like, no offense, but it just sounded. I'm just trying to be funny. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Yeah. I guess any final thoughts on the matter when it comes to, I guess, figuring out your why?
I think that it is up to the
Individual.
person and the individual to figure that out, because everybody's daily is not somebody else's.
Yeah.
Like, only you know what your journey is like. Only you know what your path feels like. Only you know what those shoes feel like. So your answer is going to be different from somebody else's answer. Your why is going to be different from somebody else's
I
why.
agree.
So
100%.
Yeah, that's true. Like everybody's personality is different.
yeah.
And also like when you have a dream, like everybody's dream is different, right?
Yeah.
Like you see it in your head,
Yeah.
but nobody else can. Like for me, like I see the vision, I see it, but then it's hard to explain it for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like
You have to do what feels right to
exactly.
you. Yeah, you
And
have to
like
do what feels right.
when I say whatever my dream is, and then some people are like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then, like, if you have your own dream, like, don't. I mean, I guess it's up to you if you want to share or not to like the people that are like around you. But like sometimes when you like tell people your specific dream, right? Sometimes you get, I guess, a feedback of like that's not realistic, or like whatever things you want to do. Sometimes you get like negative feedback,
Yeah.
but don't let that kind of stop you from doing your thing. Like whatever your why is. If you're doing it for the money, if you're doing it for
The beaches.
yeah. Hey.
Some people do it for that, dude.
I remember freaking, because I watch a lot of Bobby Lee podcasts, and sometimes he talks about like how he got started doing stand up is to get girls, to get money and get girls. That's
Hey,
what.
bro, being
and that-
funny.
Yeah, that's what. That was his why at the time, because growing up he had such a tough life. And he was basically like a loser, right? So in order for him to get girls and get money, he had to do stand up, because like stand up are like, kind of cool.
Yeah, he had to raise his status.
Yeah,
right away.
exactly. So like he had to raise his status as like I guess like a celebrity or
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, like whatever your reason is, hey, who am I to judge, right?
Yeah.
Like if you want money, if you want girls, whatever your reason is, or if you want to help people, doesn't matter.
Yep.
I want the money.
Because like for me,
in the car.
freaking, I want all of it. I want all of it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
like,
dude. By all
Get
means.
it.
like
bro.
why? Like sometimes when we think about, like, oh, like if you want to help people, like you shouldn't have to, I guess, be. I don't know, like paid for it. You know what I mean? Like when you get that.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to be like, freaking freaking love and light type of person, like you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't get paid for it. Like fuck you, dude. It's like the more value you bring to people, the more money you should be making, right?
right.
So like if you're helping people, then
In an ideal world, yes.
yeah, like that should be the more people you help, the more you get paid. It's just like easy as that. It's easy math. Because if you think about it, all the people that are like all the motivational people, right? That like Tony Robbins and like
Yeah.
all these big people, like freaking making a shit ton of money, and they're still helping people. Like why can't you just why can't you do both?
Exactly.
Gary V.
Yeah, Gary
Oh,
V. When he
Dude.
first started, like he didn't even make money.
And now he's making hella money too. Just
Yeah.
just for like little segments of him showing up and making like a.
But then he's
shit ton
also
of
like a
work.
businessman too. He just happens to be motivational.
Yeah.
But his background is actually building business, so that's why he has a shit
He
ton of money.
deserves it, bro.
Yeah.
That's a really good human being, right?
Yeah, I actually really like Gary Vee, and like even though like a lot of people don't agree with his delivery, because we were talking about it earlier, right?
Bunch of Karens.
Because yeah, mostly Karens. Because he cusses a lot, and then he's very direct up front,
Dude, he's just
and
real.
He's just real, yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like he calls you out on your bullshit, basically, and people don't like that.
Yeah.
Because like it's basically you
But
know
hey, dude, like I was telling you earlier, some of us need the harsh truth. Some of
Yeah.
us, that's what works.
Yeah.
You know, like I was telling JERiCK earlier, we were talking about I brought up Andrew Tate and like all these like strong masculine figures out in the space, but I'm like, those people are important to me because I didn't have a dad growing up. So for somebody like me, I did have male figures, but you know, like my uncles and grandpa, they didn't care enough to have those. I shouldn't say care enough, but they weren't able to have those
Those values.
those important and hard conversations with me
Yeah.
because they also had kids, they also had other stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't even hold that against them. You know what I mean? But the reason I'm working out right now is because of Andrew Tate. Is because of Fresh and Fit. Is because of those strong masculine figures that have harsh deliveries and harsh truths. But to me, that's what works. The sugar coated stuff doesn't really hit me the same as the you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
just straight up.
Dude,
So-
we're Asians. We got beat when we get kids.
You know-
we have to have that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this: every time I got my ass beat as a child, I fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
So-
Like looking back at it, I'm like,
I
yeah, I do
deserved
deserve
it,
that.
And
bro.
did you learn?
Exactly, my guy.
Exactly.
But you know, like on a serious tip, the harsh truths are important for some people because that's what works for some of us. You know.
Yeah. And like, if you're listening right now, if you're looking for that person in your life or just like in the internet, whoever it is, like find that person that you resonate with because whatever works for you doesn't work for other people.
Exactly.
Like it's just different, right? Like you said, you I don't know if it was you or Andrew, what's his name? Freaking Goggins.
Oh, David Coggins.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about David Coggins.
Yeah, do you know who he is?
Oh, dude, this guy is like, he's like,
Like an ex-military.
yeah, and he's harsh with his words. He's like straight up
Like
front,
su-
like super.
Like that might be like
Oh,
that might
was-
be your guy.
Was he on Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
was on Joe
like he's like a bold guy.
Yeah. I know who that is. I know who
like
that is.
very like aggro, right?
Yeah.
It's like crying over spill milk, keep running.
Yeah. So that might be your guy, dude. Like he might work for you. But like for me, like when I listen to him, like I understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
And I agree with him. But his delivery just like doesn't work for me, dude. Like you're too aggro for me. Like it's just it's just like too much, dude.
It's like, dude, calm
Like,
down.
I don't like being yelled at. But like I do agree with his message.
Yeah.
But it's just like the delivery is just like nah. Like I need to hear that from somebody else. You know what I mean? So like
Doesn't matter if it's Hello Kitty or Barbie or whatever.
Yeah,
As long as
exactly.
you're like, you know what I mean?
yeah, for me like when I really started my like self-development journey, like Gary Vee was that guy for me.
Yeah.
Like he was the one that got my ass out to like fucking work out and like really like
You know what it is? I
work
feel
on
like
myself.
I feel like his delivery is right on the middle frequency.
Yeah.
It's not too high, it's not too low. It's literally just perfect.
Yeah, I think it's just like a very good spot where it's just like not sugarcoat, but then not too
Overly.
aggro.
Yeah.
So like that's why it worked for me. And yeah, like obviously like I don't watch a lot of his videos now, but like before I was like every fucking day, dude. I was just going on YouTube, watch all his videos. And then obviously like I had my transition and just like I had like every whatever the phases in my life.
Yeah.
I just watch like certain people. And yeah, so like find that person. Like
Your messages can come from anywhere too.
yeah, exactly.
Like for me, for example, like I'm gonna give you guys an example. Blackpink. I'm a Blackpink fan.
Fucking
So,
love Blackpink, dude.
but I watched their documentary and it taught me not to give up on myself and my dreams because you have 4 individuals trying to make it big and make it hard up in the Korean pop star industry.
Yeah.
And with these guys, they were like super close to giving up when I heard their stories. Like Rose, she was on the phone crying to her parents, and then her parents were literally telling her to come home because she didn't think she was gonna make it. but she bucked up and said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm a stay.
Yeah,
I can't give up on myself."
That industry is crazy. Those
Yeah.
those people, those kids are trained to be like
Yeah,
that since
like,
they're like
fucking boot
little.
camp, dude.
Literally
Yeah,
military,
yeah,
like
yeah.
pop star military.
And that's part of their culture. Their culture is very harsh, but
Yeah.
that's why they're so
So good.
yeah, it's so
Yeah.
organized and so dedicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you look at their like, even if you don't like K-pop, right?
Yeah.
Like just the art itself, like the music videos
Yeah.
is so grand.
Yeah.
You know the production.
they put their all into
so like
everything.
it's just
Soul, bro.
yeah.
Korean b-boys, bro.
Exactly.
You watch the Olympics?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Fire.
it's just next level shit. That's why like there's a joke in like the video game industry where it's just
Oh
like
my God.
Korean
Koreans.
level, right? Because Koreans,
Sometimes I don't even want to go online
Yeah.
because I'm like scared for Koreans on. I'm like, oh man, it's late. I probably shouldn't get on. I'll get my ass handed to me.
yeah, it's just like like
Koreans.
even in League of Legends too. Like a lot of the top players I heard are just like Koreans.
Yeah, same thing
Um,
with Tekken, bro. The best Tekken players are
Yeah,
Korean.
like for Koreans, dude, they just fucking are just tryhards.
Aside the point though, I learned from there not to give up on myself.
Yeah.
So I keep going and pushing forward. And as a matter of fact, that's the reason why I'm still in school. I'm back in school because I thought to myself, man, I'm so fucking close to what I want. I might as well just push through.
Yeah, might as well finish.
And if I
it up.
didn't have that mental mindset to go back, then I don't know what I would, that would be me giving up on myself. And it's funny because going back to school, literally the week before school was gonna start, I decided just to fucking sign up. Like people should have signed up like months back ago, but I was one of the latest to
Yeah,
sign
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I was like, man.
Hey,
But yeah, the message can come from anywhere or anything. You could be listening to David Coggins, Andrew Tate, Gary V, Barbie, whatever.
if you're watching this podcast right now,
yeah.
getting something out of it.
everybody's
like-
different.
You gotta just find your why. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, cause it's gonna be different. But eventually, if you do watch those people, you're gonna understand who you are and find your why.
hell yeah.
If
Well,
that makes sense.
but yeah, I think that's it for this episode. I feel like that was pretty good. I actually got something,
Hey,
Honestly, every time I'm on here, though, I get a lot of information, and
Yeah.
it's just you may think that you're not with your audience, you're not influencing, but you guys are influencing me. So.
I'm just saying, find your why would be dope as merch.
Oh shit, should make that as some merch.
I'm saying, bro.
Jivij, find your why.
I mean, you already got a shirt that you created. You wearing
Yeah.
one right now. I was wearing one yesterday, but
That's
Bro,
true. That's
merch.
true.
Oh, and plug your albums here.
J
so.
Image Design.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Plug your
I'm just
album.
saying, find your why is a dope like merch concept.
Actually, that is
Yeah.
actually really
Isn't
cool.
it? It's a powerful message.
That is
Damn,
true.
bro. On the spot.
I'm gonna have to make that. I'm gonna make that. Yeah. I feel like a lot of these, like, I don't know, not a catchphrase, but like, what is it?
Isms.
Is that what it's called? Like inspirational quotes.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
I don't wear very much like graphic tees, but if you
Yeah.
made that shit, I'd probably rock.
Find
that
your
shit.
why is hard
That-
as fuck.
It,
bro.
it is. It's
Yeah.
hard as shit. That was made on the spot too. That shit was grand right there. That was good.
I'll make that something dope too. Like, not just some basic ass shit, but like, yeah. That'd be sick.
It doesn't even have to be too crazy, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that message on its own on a shirt with
Yeah,
your,
yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I think I already have an idea for it. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Merch coming next.
It's gonna be good. But yeah, merch coming soon. Patreon coming soon, because I probably should start doing that.
Hey,
Even
support
though-
my boy, bro.
For real.
Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. What else did they say?
Share?
I'm forgetting
Like,
one.
sub,
Oh, share. Yeah.
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 And yeah, if you're still here listening, I do music too. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah. JERiCK Image everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify. There's some bangers in there.
Oh, there is. There's a lot of bangers.
There's a feature Raffy in there too.
Star Seed Sauce remix. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. There's a few. There's a
Yeah,
few.
there's a few.
Buy
yeah.
buy his merch for real though. This is weird seeing him that he wants a 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's right. Like, I'm not trying to fucking do 9 to 5,
how,
bro.
how my boy not get a 9 to 5, bro?
I'm shocked, honestly.
No, I don't want one a 9 to 5. I might have to, though.
Exactly. That's still way too many.
But anyways, yeah, that's it for this episode. See you guys next week.
Peace.